What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Of course, I grew up earlier in my life when I lived in Los Angeles. I was a bona fide Lakers fan. That is before I moved my loyalty to Sacramento. I became a Sacramentan and became a Kings fan. But I remember a young Dennis Rodman on the 80s Pistons. And of course, we know him from the Pistons, from the Bulls, and then on the Lakers and the Spurs. But Rodman has always been an anarchist kind of person. He's always went against the grain. He's worn different color hair. He's, I mean, can we say he's a weirdo in many ways? Yes. We could also say that, but one of the things that with Rodman is that he's been one of the first players in a time where he wore things like skirts, drag, right? And although he's never been associated with being gay, because in fact I believe he's one of the he's a pretty known, I believe to a certain degree, ladies' man, believe it or not, especially with white women. Rodman is not, from what I understand, gay, but he is a big supporter of the LGBTQ community, and I want to deal with that because Rodman, when it comes to Pride Month and stuff like that, he will wear skirts. He will wear green skirts and green hats and things like that. And on his Instagram, he will always celebrate Pride. Love will always win. Happy Pride. Now, people were trolling him on the comments and, making, negative comments, and he was dealing with those guys in the responses. But I'm not dealing with Dennis Rodman, his alleged sexuality. I'm not dealing with Dennis Rodman and why he likes non-black women. I'm going to deal with why Dennis Rodman will post "Love will always win" on Pride Month and he don't say nothing about Juneteenth. Why is that? Because Dennis Rodman grew up in Dallas, Texas. Okay? And Dennis Rodman had a very negative experience as somebody coming up in the black community. All right? This is what I'm dealing with. Negative experience. Now, people like Dennis Rodman are everywhere in Black America. For whatever reason, how they have been treated by people, it has shaped their experience. Listen to what I'm talking about. This is very important. And I know this to be true, being from the black community myself. I won't say I was awkward at all, because I was not. Might have been a little ugly, but not awkward. But I've saw people who was awkward, and they did not fit the norm. And because they did not fit the norm, they were ostracized in Black America, regardless of their talent. Listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is deep. They were ostracized because they didn't like rap music, or because it was smart, or because it wasn't cool. They were ostracized not only by just black men, but black women also. So it wasn't just the women, everybody did. And we negated that they were being who they were. So I'm going to tell you what happened to them. These are the people who go and they get accepted somewhere else. And in his case, it's LGBTQ and non-black women. Some brothers I met in Poland, believe it or not. Okay? Some brothers I met in different areas They went to UC Davis and they never came back. White wife. Don't deal with blacks. And they know racially they will be undermined, but their talent will never be used to benefit our people. Never. And then we call them sellouts. And I get it. We want to call them sellouts. They sold out. They didn't do the right thing. They didn't do this or that. I get it. I understand it. I understand what you're coming from. I understand your vantage point. But what we need to come back is that the reason why these people don't celebrate us is because for whatever reason, we did not celebrate them. And they went somewhere else. And if it was the LGBTQ that they took them in, or the whites, or whoever else, okay? They left and they went. Right? They went. And we always forget that. We always don't deal with that. But a lot of our black men and black women have left because they didn't fit the norm. Because they didn't fit the norm of buffoonery. I'm gonna tell you. See, a lot of times in Black America, I don't know how it is now, but I would expect. Okay? Same toilet, different poop, or different poop, same toilet. Ain't nothing changed but the rent. All right? Players change, but the game remains the same. I know black people. That's how we do. You see? And when our people want to go and they serve other groups, we want to get mad at them. But did we allow? I really don't believe that Dennis Rodman would have been like that had he been able to express himself in Black America. I just don't think so. Because I didn't see that in the 80s from him. But from years of hurt and from years of whatever else, this is what we do to ourselves. Some of our most talented black people go out and they build companies or become entrepreneurs, and they help great companies like IBM build up, Amazon build up, Apple build up, because of their disdain for us. They won't help the black community. They won't develop anything in Africa. Our builders and our people who are the most talented group, they don't want nothing to do with us. So when I see the LGBTQ, I'm not even thinking about that's how it really is or whatever. That might be, I can't prove that, but I know that people go where they are accepted. Look at the Passport Bros. The Passport Bros is the same symptom of Dennis Rodman, except Dennis does his stuff with LGBTQ and non-black women. The Passport Bros and Dennis Rodman are having the same argument. It is just the way that they chose to deal with the argument, or their behavior towards that argument has been expressed differently. That's it. And until Black America gotta understand that this definition of black is not a stereotypical, cool, charismatic, hood, I'll knock you out or take your beat type of mentality. Because black culture now has to be a certain level. Look at Dr. Umar or Dr. Boyce. To be smart in Black America, it's a certain level of charisma attributed to that intelligence. Even Dr. Boyce Watkins gotta somehow live in a dumpster a little bit. You will never find an intellectual like Boyce Watkins in white America talking about the things he talks about. Because intellectuals don't do that. Intellectuals raise the level of the conversation of the people that they're at, not come down to idiocy and buffoonery. But that happens in Black America all the time. If you are a buffoon, we love that. We'll say free you. But we have left our people behind because of our own thought processes. And this is why you see so many disgruntled blacks, So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Which is your apologies. Herbie Bell. We're out.